Children, depending on the utility of microorganisms, microorganisms are of two types: useful microorganisms and harmful microorganisms. First of all, let us see what are useful microorganisms. We will study the usefulness of these microorganisms one by one. For this, first of all, we will take two earthen pots. Why are we taking earthen pots? Because on the earthen pots there are small holes, and whenever there is decomposition, the smell of the decomposition, we don't feel the smell of the decomposition. Therefore, preferably take earthen pots. So we are taking two earthen pots and naming it as A and B, and fill this earthen pot half with soil. Okay, both the earthen pots should be filled half with the soil. Then in pot A, put garden waste, vegetable peel, paper scrap or any kitchen waste you can put, and mix it thoroughly with the soil. Now in pot B, along with the soil, add glass pieces, scrap metal and plastic bags, and this also mix it thoroughly with the soil. Now cover these pots and wait for 3 to 4 weeks. And after 3 to 4 weeks, open the pots. And what will be your observation? When you open pot A, you will not see whatever you had put in the soil. You can see the change in the color of soil, but garden waste, vegetable peel, paper scrap and whatever else you have put in this pot A will disappear. But in pot B, you will still see glass pieces, scrap metal, plastic bags and whatever you have added, it is still present. Now let's understand what actually happens. Microorganisms present in soil in pot A act on garden waste, vegetable peel, paper scrap and helps in the decomposition. Therefore, these whatever you have put in pot A disappears after 3 to 4 weeks, because microorganisms can act on this waste. Whereas microorganisms present in this soil cannot act on these glass pieces, scrap metal or plastic bags. That's why these things are not able to decompose. Therefore, it is always advisable to separate dry waste and wet waste, because wet waste can be decomposed and converted into manure and dry waste can be given for recycling. Thus, bacteria or microorganisms present in the soil are very useful for decomposition process. Imagine if these decomposers, that is microorganisms present in the soil, would not decompose this organic matter. What would have happened? There would be heap of dead bodies and garbage around us, and there will be no place for us to survive. So decomposers or the microorganisms present in the soil plays very important role in decomposition, so that the life which is existing on the earth can survive properly. Children, leguminous plants like fenugreek, beans, pea, etc. are rich in proteins. And have you observed the roots of such plants? Well, there are nodules in the roots of such plants. What is function of these nodules? Well, these nodules contain microorganisms called as rhizobium bacteria. And do you know what is the function of this? Let's understand. Children, the plant cannot absorb the atmospheric nitrogen which is present 78% in air. So this nitrogen has to be converted into nitrogenous compounds like nitrates and nitrites. And who converts this nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds like nitrates and nitrites? It's rhizobium bacteria. So rhizobium bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites so that plants can easily absorb them. Okay, so these rhizobium bacteria which are present in the root nodules helps in the increasing the fertility of the soil, and that's why these leguminous plants are rich in proteins, because they are making the nitrogenous compounds available to the plants which are growing in such soil. Clear? So useful microorganisms increases fertility of soil and increases the protein content in leguminous plants. Leguminous plants like pea, fenugreek, fenugreek is methi, and beans. Children, do you know how your mother makes yogurt? Yogurt means dahi. First, she lukewarms the milk. Okay, and in that lukewarm milk, she adds 2 to 3 drops of yogurt or buttermilk, because in that 2 to 3 drops there are microorganisms which are very useful, and keeps that mixed lukewarm milk for 8 to 10 hours. And after 8 to 10 hours, what happens? The milk is converted into yogurt. Thus, microorganisms play a very important role in converting milk to milk products like yogurt, butter, buttermilk, etc. So we can write microorganisms play important role in converting milk into milk products. Milk products like yogurt, buttermilk. Buttermilk means chas and yogurt means dahi. Buttermilk, butter, cheese, paneer, etc. So these are the milk products. And how are they formed? Because of useful microorganisms. And do you know what is name of this useful microorganism? It's lactobacilli. Keep this in mind. You are going to study this in detail in standard 9th. So now, dear students, it's time for assignment. Please complete the following assignment in your science notebook. And if at all you have any difficulty, please watch the video again. You will get answers of all the questions in the video itself. So that's all for today, dear students. Hope you have understood everything. So see you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep learning. Thank you so much.